Alright, so I'm back with another video, and it's funny how the Holy Spirit really draws you in to continue with this fellowship that we have going on in our little community because I had told myself I'm not going to be doing any more videos, and I just didn't want to get caught up in everything again. So I just wanted to take a step back, and just as I had told myself that, it's like I'm feeling myself being drawn back more and more now. So it's funny how that works. So today's April 23rd, and I'm so excited to say that I have a confirmation of the time being off by 456 word that I received the morning of Easter, Resurrection Sunday. So last night, as I was getting ready for bed, I was just going through my YouTube videos to catch up on just the videos for the day, and I saw a video by Kim Fisher, and in the title of her video it said 456, and I like immediately clicked on it, and I my jaw just dropped because she said as she was coming out of a dream, she heard in the spirit the number 456, and she said it exactly as I did. It's like 4 comma 5 comma 6, or like 4 space 5 space 6, not 456, and that's exactly how she said it. And I started like reading through her comments, and people were asking her if she had seen my video yet. And she's like, no, I haven't seen anything yet. I'll go check it out. And so she watched my video and she left a comment, and we were freaking out that we had both received this number 456. And she mentioned in her video as well that she looked it up in the Strongs, and it means to rebuild again. And so what's interesting is that this time last year, Easter, Passover time, I had that dream where we all had wristwatches and time was off by 30 minutes. 30 minutes could, in God's timing, be like 30 days, and 30 days to the Lord is 1 month. And 1 month is basically like 4 weeks. So I'm wondering if that has a tie to the 4 in the 456. So originally, like last year, it was time is off by 30 minutes, and this year it is time is off by 456. I still don't really understand that very well, but another thing I wanted to mention was, oh my goodness, this morning I was reading my emails, and I had an email from the company that I work for, and the title of the email was 3, 2, 1 liftoff. And I must have fell off the couch when I saw that, because if some of you guys remember, that was a word that the Holy Spirit gave to me probably, I don't know, 4 months ago or so. I had heard in the spirit 3, 2, 1 liftoff so clearly, and I made a video about it. And then our sister Lynn, her channel name is L Lot. At that same time, she too had heard in the spirit the same thing, 3, 2, 1 liftoff. So for me to see that today, it got me thinking, because he at first gave me 3, 2, 1, and now I'm hearing 456. So like the 3, 2, 1 seems like a countdown, and then 456 seems like a count up. I don't really know what the Lord's saying with this, but I can see how there's something to it, and I can see why the Holy Spirit is drawing me back on here to share this with you guys, because I guess he's just wanting us to put these puzzle pieces together, these little nuggets that he's giving each of us. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And then I have a really strange dream that I had this morning that I wanted to share because it's really got me confused. So if you guys have followed me for a while, you know that the Lord just always gives me this dream where I'm looking outside and I see 2 full moons, and I know right when I see the 2 moons, it means the rapture is going to take place like that moment, that very second. And he has given me this dream so many times that it inspired me to include two moons into my new channel name. And if you do a YouTube search for two moons rapture dream, there's like pages and pages of people who are having dreams about seeing two moons during the rapture. So I don't know exactly what that means, but in this dream that I had today, I saw two moons, but this time instead of two full moons, each moon was like a half moon, as if it had been like cut right down the middle. Like they were like really close together. They were almost touching. They were so close in the sky. They were like right up against each other. They weren't huge in the sky or anything. They were very small, just half moons, and they were just like really, really close to each other. And I looked up and I gasped, and my first thought was, "Oh my gosh, there's the two moons in the sky." Like it seemed so real that I thought I was actually there. So I said, "Oh my gosh, there's the two moons in the sky that I keep dreaming about. It means the rapture is about to take place." But again, the difference was that this time they weren't full moons, they were half moons. And then a few moments later, I was like, like, I wonder why the rapture hasn't happened. Like, I'm still here. Um, Let me read in my notes here. I don't want to leave any details out. It says, I was telling everyone around me, oh my gosh, it's the two moons. The rapture is going to happen any minute, but nobody cared, and they kept trying to downplay the two moons. I wondered why I wasn't raptured right away as I saw the two moons, and I don't know what it means from here on out, but this is exactly how I wrote it right after I woke up. It says, I wondered why I wasn't raptured right away as I saw the two moons because it was dusk outside right then and there. Day was turning to night. All of a sudden, I heard a news anchor on the news, and she said, it seems symbolic that the rapture would happen at night because it would be symbolic of the idea of Jesus being put to bed. And when you say that, when you're talking about something, whatever it is, and you say, I'm putting that to bed, it means you're doing away with it. You're getting rid of that idea. You're not having anything to do with it anymore. And so what this news anchor was talking about was, she said it would be symbolic of the idea of basically nobody cares about Jesus or the rapture anymore. That whole idea is being put to bed. But at the same time, it was like a play on words. And I know that's God because Jesus speaks in parables. And I notice he does a lot of play on word type things, like speaking in mysteries. And so when she said the idea of Jesus being put to bed, it was also tying into, let's see, I put, like, no one cares about Jesus anymore, so he would wait until people were in bed and then the rapture would happen. So I don't know if that's how the rapture is going to take place, which is hard to say because, as some of us are getting ready for bed, people on the other side of the world are just waking up. So I don't really know what this means, but I can see a lot of like symbolism and kind of like speaking in parables and again like play on words with this. So I'm going to read it again exactly how I wrote it in case you want me to repeat that again. It says, the news lady said, it seems symbolic like the rapture would happen at night because it would be symbolic of the idea of Jesus being put to bed. Like no one cares about Jesus anymore, so he would wait until people were in bed and then the rapture would happen. So again, I don't know what any of that means, but it's just interesting that this was like the first time I've ever dreamt of seeing the two moons, but this time they weren't full, they were half moons, and I was still here. Like it didn't happen right away. And then this random news anchor is talking about how, it was dusk. The day was ending and it was turning into night. And I'm wondering, but why hasn't the rapture happened right away? And she says it would be symbolic that the rapture would happen at night because it would be like the idea of Jesus being put to bed because nobody cares about him anymore. No one's watching or caring about the rapture anymore. So he would wait until people were in bed and then the rapture. And that might not even be literal. There might be some symbolism in that as well. Like I said, I really don't know. But that whole dream seemed to be very, like encrypted with this mysterious stuff that just as usual goes over my head. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe somebody has a little bit more insight on that. Um, but yeah, I just really felt led to get on here and share all this stuff with you guys, that I had the confirmation from Kim about the 456. And then I just had to share with you guys that 321 liftoff email that I got today. So it's like, first I'm getting 321 liftoff, and now I'm getting time is off by 456. So I don't really know what to do with any of this. So if you guys have any ideas, please feel free to let me know. And I will be back if he gives me anything else that I feel led to share. All right, bye-bye.